Have you ever wondered why some people, regardless of their background, seem to navigate the later chapters of life with an effortless sense of abundance? We often look at billionaires and assume their peace of mind comes solely from the zeros in their bank accounts. But if you look closer, past the private jets and the headlines, you'll find that the true wealth of the world's most successful people isn't actually money, it's a specific set of behaviors. It's a way of operating in the world that prioritizes freedom, clarity, and longevity over simple accumulation. The truth is, it is never too late to adopt these behaviors. In fact, your 50s, 60s, and beyond are the best times to start because you finally have the wisdom to understand their value. Today, we're not talking about stock tips or get-rich-quick schemes. We're going to explore 5 specific habits used by the world's wealthiest individuals, from Warren Buffett to Bill Gates, habits that have nothing to do with writing checks and everything to do with enriching your time, your health, and your legacy. These are habits that can transform your retirement from a period of slowing down into a season of profound growth and joy. The first habit that separates the truly wealthy from the merely busy is the practice of deep learning, or what Warren Buffett calls compound knowledge. When we think of retirement, we often imagine it as a time to rest the mind. But the world's most successful people see it as the prime time to expand it. Warren Buffett, even well into his 90s, famously spends up to 80% of his day reading. He doesn't do it to pass the time, he does it because knowledge builds up exactly like compound interest. When you learn something new today, it connects with what you learned yesterday, creating a web of wisdom that makes you sharper, more adaptable, and more interesting to be around. For us, in our golden years, this doesn't mean reading 500 pages of financial reports. It simply means fighting the urge to let our world shrink. It could be picking up a biography of a historical figure you admire, learning the basics of a new language to keep your neural pathways firing, or mastering a new gardening technique. The rich habit here is the refusal to stagnate. By dedicating just 30 minutes each morning to deep, focused learning, you're telling your brain that you are still in the game, still growing, and still investing in your most valuable asset, your mind. This brings us to the second habit, one that might seem contradictory at first, but is the true secret to peace of mind: the habit of stealth, wealth, and value-based spending. There is a profound difference between looking rich and being rich. Many of the world's wealthiest individuals, including the late founder of IKEA and Buffett himself, are legendary for their frugality. They don't buy things to impress strangers. They buy things that add genuine value to their lives. They understand that every dollar spent on a status symbol is a dollar taken away from freedom and security. In retirement, this mindset is incredibly liberating. It helps us step off the treadmill of keeping up with the Joneses. Instead of buying a new car because the neighbors did, the wealthy mindset asks, will this purchase give me more freedom, or will it burden me with maintenance and worry? At this stage of life, the ultimate luxury isn't a brand name on a handbag. It's the ability to sleep soundly at night, knowing your resources are preserving your independence, not fueling an image. When you stop trying to look wealthy, you suddenly find you have the resources to be wealthy in the ways that matter, like traveling to see family or supporting a cause you love. The third habit is perhaps the most difficult to master, but it offers the highest return on investment: ruthless prioritization, the power of saying no. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, 2 people who could have done anything, both agreed that focus was the single most important factor in their success. Buffett even said that the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. In our working years, we often had to say yes to bosses, obligations, and social expectations. But after 60, time becomes our most finite and precious currency. We cannot afford to spend it on things that don't light us up or serve our purpose. This habit is about guarding your calendar with the same ferocity a bank guards its vault. It means politely declining the committee you don't care about or stepping back from the draining social event that leaves you exhausted. By clearing away the clutter of have-tos, you create space for the get-tos. The time with grandchildren, the quiet mornings with coffee, the creative hobbies. This isn't selfishness, it's wise stewardship of your remaining time. Now we move into a pillar that defines the quality of our future, treating health as the ultimate capital. There's a noticeable trend among the modern ultra-wealthy. They're not just investing in tech or real estate, they're obsessively investing in their biology. They know $1 billion means nothing if you can't get out of bed to enjoy it. They view food, sleep, and movement not as chores, but as investments with immediate returns. For us, this reframes aging completely. We don't exercise just to lose weight. We exercise to maintain mobility, to walk through a museum in Paris, or get down on the floor to build Legos with a toddler. A nutritious home-cooked meal isn't a restriction, it's high-octane fuel that buys you more energy for the day. Start treating your body like a high-performance vehicle you intend to drive for another 30 years. This means small, non-negotiable investments, a daily 20-minute walk, prioritizing 8 hours of sleep as if your business depended on it, and staying hydrated. When you view health as wealth, you understand it's the only asset that truly provides freedom. Finally, we arrive at the fifth habit, one that touches the very soul: intentional association. You've probably heard the idea from Jim Rohn that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The wealthy understand this deeply. Emotions and mindsets are contagious. If you surround yourself with people who complain constantly about the economy, their aches and pains, the world, you'll drift toward pessimism. But if you spend time with people who are curious, grateful, and active, your energy rises naturally. In our later years, social circles sometimes shrink by accident, or we hold on to relationships out of habit instead of genuine connection. The wealthy habit here is to curate your inner circle. It takes courage to distance yourself from energy vampires, the people who drain you, and effort to seek out those who inspire you. It might mean reconnecting with a positive old friend, joining a club where people share your interests, or simply spending more focused time with the most optimistic members of your family. Your emotional environment dictates your quality of life. Choose your companions as carefully as you'd choose a financial advisor. When you look at these 5 habits, deep learning, stealth, wealth, ruthless prioritization, investing in health, and intentional association, you realize they're not exclusive to the ultra-rich. They're available to anyone willing to shift their perspective. True wealth in your golden years isn't about your bank balance. It's about the richness of your days, the clarity of your mind, and the depth of your connections. I'd love to hear which of these habits resonates most with you. Are you ready to start saying no to reclaim your time? Or maybe you're motivated to pick up a new book this week? Let me know in the comments below. Your wisdom helps our community grow. If you found value in this video, please give it a like and subscribe to Everwise Living. We are building a sanctuary here for those who believe the best years are still ahead. Until next time, live wisely and live well.